don't know. It doesn't show a name, but you're on with Jenna and Ethan. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's Eve. Every time I say my name, you guys say it doesn't read it. So
Well,
it doesn't like me.
this is what it said this time. For your name, it said, and that's well being Tran.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I was going to talk about how being trans interplays with like sex, but yeah, for some reason it just never wants to get my name.
Aww.
We'll get a call screener at some point.
Yeah. I'm glad that you could call in.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to talk about that. Like I'm like a pretty sexual person. I'm a sex worker. And like I don't know, like I'm really sexual. I think I enjoy sex with a partner, especially when we're like deeply connected. But oh my God, having sex with a trans person is so complicated sometimes.
Can you
yeah, it's sorry.
Expand on that? What do you mean?
It's like there's a really fine line between like engaging with your body in a way that's satisfactory for you and your partner, like simultaneously, while also being validating of like your gender or your identity. I think maybe for some people, they're more comfortable engaging with their bodies in ways that aren't too complicated. But definitely for me, I find that despite being a sex worker, it's been really a struggle, especially in relationships, to have a healthy sexual like a bond with someone.
Okay.
Interesting.
By the way, I'm all for the normalization and decriminalization of sex work. Wholeheartedly.
Agreed. I was a dancer.
Yeah. I mean, like it's fun, it's empowering, and it's great. But definitely like in my personal life, I don't do like 99% of the things I do are not the things that I do while I'm doing sex work. Like in particular, like I'm attracted to women. I have relationships with women a lot, and that can be really complicated. Like engaging, like respecting someone who might identify as a lesbian, like their boundaries and their sexuality, while also acknowledging that like as a sexual being, like I also like crave sex and would like to have a healthy sexual bond with someone.
How healthy is your communication with this partner?
Code I've never been able to crack.
I'm sorry.
Can you say it again?
I'm just curious about the communication. It sounds like there might be a gap in communication.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm always pretty upfront about the fact that like I am not comfortable like I definitely need a partner to understand that when they're engaging with like my genitals or like my like sexuality, that like if you're engaging with it as you would think like a cis man's genitals function, like I'm gonna have like a mental breakdown. But yeah, I don't know, it's hard because like, you know, like if you're not asexual, like you probably need a sexual release eventually in your life, preferably with a partner. It's definitely a complex space to navigate.
I really do want to talk to someone who's asexual. It's always been intriguing to me. But Eve, I'm curious, would you be comfortable finding me on Facebook? Because I have always wanted to do, well, I'll go into it more privately, but there's a show that I've wanted to do for a while, like, an episode/interview. So if there's any way you could find me on Facebook, it would be greatly appreciated. It's facebook.com/Ethan F. Micheal. It's Michael spelled Micheal, not AEL. My mom swears she spelled it the right way, but I'm not convinced she knew how to spell Michael when she gave me that name.
Okay. Yeah. I will definitely look you up as soon as this call's done, for sure.
Awesome.
Cool.
We do have a couple more callers we gotta
That's
get to.
real quick before we let her go. Best name ever has a really good point. Have you talked to a sex therapist? Yeah.
I have a therapist, and I talk to her a lot about it, but I've never talked to specifically a sex therapist about it. There probably could be some interesting, like, I don't know, information to draw from that.
Yeah.
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 Well, I'm sorry that's complicated, you know, when you just want to get off. You know, it's
Yeah. For sure.
Do you have ways, I mean, have you found a number of ways to satisfy yourself when you can't get that?
Definitely. Like for me, like I know I'm a woman. I don't, that's not like a doubt I have. So like for me, like engaging in like masturbation or whatever isn't complicated because like I don't think of myself that way.
Right.
And so I know the way that I engage with myself doesn't invalidate me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I think it's really hard for others to engage with like body parts or with like things that they don't understand.
May I ask, is it that you want to be touched in a different way?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like wouldn't want someone to, like I was saying earlier, like I definitely wouldn't want someone to engage with my body like they think I'm like a cis man, even though I might have like those parts or whatever.
Right.
And
yeah,
in fact, I prefer people keep their distance in that regard.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely complicated. I haven't thought it myself, so.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, and I'm glad that you could share that with us. I learned something. I didn't know that. I mean, I'm very glad that you felt comfortable calling and telling us that. I hope that you find some relief.
Yeah, thanks. I'm working on it. It's a process.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, Eve, it's always a pleasure checking. Always a pleasure talking to you. And I would definitely recommend Secular Sexuality.
They're on Thursdays, I think, at 7 Central.
Yeah, I've actually been on there like twice. But
awesome!
It's yeah. But yeah, thank you guys. I love this space. Again, you're awesome. Thanks for doing it.
Sorry, Eve. Thank you.
Anyway,
thank you so much.
All
right. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.